Alright, let's go over Grand Arena number 2 of last round. I ended up going away immediately after recording this. I didn't even think I'd get to record this, but I ended up going away and played the last round, the third round of last Grand Arena on my phone. It went really poorly. I'm just going over this guy's account quickly. I'll quickly jump it back. Pretty hefty account. Lots of R9s, R8s, all of these conquest units. Bane R9, Ezra R9. I wasn't super confident going into this. Modding was okay from memory. He has Executor, that's it. So a bit weaker on the ship's front, but otherwise, he's got a pretty strong account. Not really much I can do here. This is what I set on defense. Queenie, Saw, Tuskens, shit Night Sisters, but they sometimes get a hold, so you know. Up top, Layer on defense. With the R2 Cron is really good, otherwise it's just shit. Back wall, what have I got? Yeah, Ewoks, Treya, random Krennic team. Ships isn't even really worth looking at. Anyway, this is what I've got to go up against. There's just, like, this is already tough enough. Jawacron on Malgus is also really annoying, just because of the stats. Here I'm kind of just going, like, what am I going to do? Checking the tank Cron. Pretty good tank Cron. Decided here that I'm probably just going to Bane Lord Vader, because I don't really have anything better for it. Rey, Ben, Ezra, I'm probably going to use my Supreme Leader Kylo. This wall is really weird. I didn't really know what I was going to do with Treya. And I didn't really know what I was going to do with Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and Darkside Vision Rey. I was going to Starkiller from memory. I Starkiller the Jedi Knight Luke, I think. We'll see how that goes. In my last round of Grand Arena, so this is round 2 that we're looking at now. Round 3, I lost. Not really anything noteworthy. They set a really good defense, and I got very unlucky in a lot of my matches. My Starkiller lost against Jedi Master Luke, and I really needed it to win so that I could get through the bottom wall, but I just didn't. So it is a bit laggy also. I'm not really sure why that is. I think I kind of fix it midway through, but it is a little bit annoying, which, sorry about that. Yeah, it didn't let me click off, which is annoying. I did misplay in this battle a little bit, but it didn't really matter. This is a pretty cut and dry win for Bane. Bane's pretty good, especially with only R5 Darkside clones. I think Vader dies here. Yep. And then I can just start sucking. Unfortunately, Tankron means Scorch comes back, but he doesn't really last very long. Lord Vader gets an ult off, but at this point, I've got enough siphon that I can kind of just, once I start hitting my first and second specials, I'll just start chewing through the sides very quickly, or Scorch very quickly, and then Lord Vader will fall pretty soon after. I think Vader might even die here, from memory. No, pretty close though. Anyway, good first battle. So yeah, the last match of the Grand Arena was not very good. I just didn't have enough to clear, and then my JML lost against Malgus. They just had, I think it was just a Relic Delta issue. They were all R9. I think the Malgus was R8, or maybe R7 or R8, but I just couldn't get through. With a Tank Cron, I just couldn't get through the Malgus, and I used my own Tank Cron, and I think all of the bonus attacks with Mace meant that all the extra debuffs were healing him too much. And the Malgus just had so much extra health. So anytime he healed, I couldn't do it. I think I ended up using Jabba to clean up the Malgus because I didn't really have anything else. This does not go super well from memory, but I'm pretty sure I win. Maybe I'm skitzing though. This might have gone poorly. This might have been a like clutch out of my ass sort of scenario. Anyway, yeah. So otherwise, I then got to the back wall in my third match, and Leviathan, Exec, and Negotiator was there to greet me, and I can beat 2 of those 3, but not all 3. So I ended up losing that. They didn't full clear. They didn't bother with ships. Because I could not beat them. So yeah, that was a really unfortunate one. Yeah, I forgot that this has you have to have no debuff to do it, but I think I just kill with the basic anyway. Yep. So yeah, lost Palpatine, which was a shame. Got a nice cheeky little dodge there, but this one was a bit closer than I wanted it to be. Not great banners here, but also 99 on the ult, really unfortunate for Starkiller. But yeah, it's not as clear as I wanted it to be, but I'm just glad that I full cleared. On a slightly different note, I will record the Grand Arena match tomorrow, which is a Thursday for me. I'll record that one. And then the one on the Saturday, I won't be able to record. I'm having guests over, having a party for my birthday. So I won't really have time to sneak away and record anything. Most likely. But then the one on the Monday, I should be able to record. Yeah, it's a really busy time of year for both myself, my girlfriend, and just the house. Where my girlfriend and I are also getting a cat this afternoon, which we've been very keen on doing for a little while. So got everything prepared. We thought we'd have a little bit longer. We still had a couple things we wanted to get. We wanted to get a stainless steel litter box. I'm just going to yap while this plays out because it's really just eating through JML. Really wanted to get a stainless steel litter box because it's less likely to harbour bacteria. So it's better for the cat. And we hadn't got, food, like the actual kitty litter and all that sort of stuff. But now we got offered to take him tomorrow. Or today now, actually. So we had to go and grab some basic stuff for now. But yeah, so that's exciting. This is pretty standard Slicker versus Darkside. Slicker versus Rey. I don't have Darkside Rey yet. I'll get her next conquest. But with the First Order TIE Pilot Cron, you don't really need Darkside Rey. You kind of just win. This recording is really quiet. Maybe that's just my end. Might just be on my end. No. Very odd. I'll turn this up a bit in case people like the sound. Anyway. Don't remember why I was looking. I think I was just looking at the cron because I seem to be chewing through Rey pretty quickly. From memory, this was a really poorly modded Rey. I might be thinking of a different match. I mean, she still killed 2 of my guys with her ult, but I think we'll see in a sec. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty poorly modded Rey. Yeah. Not much health, all things considered. A fair bit of offense, but you kind of want her to live a bit, so. Speaking of conquest, I unlocked the Stranger yesterday, which was very exciting. Oh yeah, here I think I'm going to check the Ray modding, because I've just felt like I chewed through her really quickly. And yeah, speed set, which is a good amount of speed, but she's got a lot less health than you want. You want about 200,000 health. And if you're going to go all in on speed, you want like 185 speed. So this is kind of in the middle. I didn't check offense, but there isn't even an offense set. And from memory, the actual mod sets are... This is just me like ranting about it to my mate. Yeah, offense, which is fine, but only 11 speed. Potency, like, I know it's got 5.5% offense on it, but Ray doesn't need potency at all, so, like, it's just a really weird choice, but... Oh well. Malgus here, I used Jedi Master Luke, as usual. I really need to find... Sorry. I need to really find a better 5th than Mace. I just realised I forgot to relic up my Grandmaster Yoda for this next round, so I could have used him, but it is what it is. So I got Stranger, took him straight up to R9, applied all the Omnis. I probably didn't need to apply the first special Omicron, but I just got excited and clicked it anyway, so... That was an unlucky dodge. But, you know, I can still finish her off there. Anyway, so I'm excited to use Stranger. Testing in Squad Arena. Very tired. Sorry, guys. Testing in Squad Arena's gone fine. I've done pretty well. I almost beat a Slicker this morning. I don't know, I think my team's a bit suboptimal. I don't really know who to use as my extra dark side Ufu. I'm not sure if I want to use OG Kylo or Crew or like Shin Hati, but I've only got Shin at 6 stars, Relic 5 at the moment, so... I mean, she still hits relatively hard, but not really sure if it's hard enough, and she kind of dies easily, so hopefully once I get into Grand Arena, yeah, I made a mistake here marking down Revan, but I just wanted to kind of avoid Malgus's taunt. So, small mistake, but it plays out okay in the end. I think I just end up giving the foresight out. Still can't do anything, so basic. So yeah, we'll see, but I'm really excited to test out Stranger in Grand Arena. Arnold's already done a lot of testing, and Stranger seems like he's gonna absolutely wreck face in Grand Arena, which I'm excited for. And I also unlocked Malgus. I took Malgus up to R7. I had to spend a couple crystals to get some of the gear. I was slightly short. But I got him up to Relic 7 just before lock, which is exciting, so that's another team I'll do. I need to sort out my defense. I had a comment just the other day saying that I should, basically saying I should take Leia on offense, which is pretty reasonable. Leia seems to get holds really often for me, but I think that's more low rank, where people have like poorly modded Banes and not great Datacrons, and so yeah, I kind of struggled. Well, they kind of struggle to get through the Leia, so Leia often stonewalls the top wall for me, or the bottom wall, wherever I put her, and gets me a win just flat out because of it. Hopefully you guys can't hear. Something's going on in the street behind me. It's like causing a bit of a racket, so hopefully that's not too loud through my microphone. No, it's not. Cool. Oh, wrong application. Anyway, this is a pretty straightforward match now. I was a little bit worried about timing out here, but I think I ended up just managing. It was like the last 30 seconds. So yeah, I'm thinking of taking Leia off because in Kyber, people are much more likely to actually be able to clear her. Although in, just a spoiler, in this match, they couldn't clear my Leia. They stonewalled 5 holds. So, yeah, I don't know. Leia, especially with the R2-D2 Cron, I'm really hesitant to take her off defense, but now that I've got Malgus and the Stranger, I'm thinking of putting Malgus and Jabba on defense and taking Quadme off of defense. Because Quadme is good against Rey. Jabba's really annoying, especially with a good Datacron. Can definitely get some holds, or at least just drop some banners. And then Malgus is just really annoying, although my Malgus team isn't built up super well. So, I don't know if you glimpsed there, though, they are missing a ship from their ships lineups. So, a bunch of free banners there, which I'm definitely not complaining about. But I don't see any way of clearing this layer. So I've already kind of determined that I don't really think I can clear Leia, but I also don't really think I can clear the Supreme Leader Kylo. So I ended up just throwing Jabba against Leia to see what I can come up with. I got the level 9 on the Bobacron as well for next round, which is good stuff. I don't remember what I ended up using here. I think I just used this to try and chew through the tougher enemies on this Leia team. Pretty standard match. Nothing goes particularly awry. It's more just Leia's really good, and I can't really get through everything. Luckily, this Cron gives a lot of damage. I'm just trying to get Contract as fast as possible because my main idea here is that if I hit Contract, then spam basics on Jabba. I was really hoping this might kill here, but it did absolutely nothing. Go me. So yeah, I'm really hoping if I get Contract soon, I can spam basics on Jabba, and it'll mean I'll get ult really quickly, and I can just start insta-killing basically the entire enemy team. Do a little cleanse here. Probably didn't need to, but there was just a lot of debuffs going around, so I thought it would be best. Boba explodes, and then Skiff Lando explodes immediately after that. Not actually explodes, but just goes down. So through the bombs, hoped to kill Drogon, and it did, but then the counterattacks immediately kill Bosch. So I didn't really think that through clearly. I was trying to get through this somewhat efficiently so I could time efficiently. So I did rush a little bit and didn't think about it, but that's okay. I didn't end up getting ult. Didn't end up getting Contract from memory. No, I lied. I did get Contract. So here I can just start spamming basics for 3 minutes. And really just hoping that I don't die to Leia ults. Where Cassandra's got damage immunity right now, so it's not too big of a deal. Especially because he can't gain the ambush. He can't gain the stacks of ambush while he's not taking damage. So here he's pretty safe under damage immunity. So I was really hoping here that these bombs would kill Rex. From memory they do, but we'll see in a second. Otherwise I'm just going to be spamming basics. Yeah. I was noticing the taunt on Leia, and I was going, oh, that's really annoying for her ult. Not that I'm complaining. Here I'm hoping that Rex dies, which he does, and then I'm going to insta-kill R2, because R2 is a lot more dangerous than Ben, and now I'm wigging out, because R2 just decides to T-pose in the corner, but he's hanging out now. get a little buffed spell. I don't know why I clicked that one. I should have clicked basic, which might have gotten me to alt faster, but from memory it doesn't matter. Again, I should have just clicked basic, but that's okay. That's what a learning curve is for. I don't think it matters though. I'm pretty sure I run out of time here. Yeah. Lei hits another alt, the fracture comes out. I just go on auto basic, but it's not really going to matter. I don't think I would have reached alt here. Maybe. I don't think I got another turn though. Oh no. Maybe I would have got alt. So maybe that would have saved me a little, but it didn't really matter in the end. I ended up just using CLS to clean this up. I was pretty confident that a solo layer wouldn't be able to take hits from a CLS for particularly long. You can't really turn meter loop layer because in the layer kit, here I just do this, get rid of second wind, but Tankron I completely forgot, which was very annoying. And that made me kind of worry that Leia was going to revive too, but from memory she doesn't, which is strange, because I think it's first time each tank ally, but I might be skitzing out. Anyway, the main thing about Leia's kit, which makes CLS not work so well, is that they can only have their turn meter reduced once per turn, once per their turn. So you can only... You know, Leia takes a turn, you reduce her turn meter by 50%, but her turn meter cannot be reduced again until she takes her next turn. So CLS it does have aspects of giving themselves turn meter to turn meter train, but primarily their turn meter train works from reducing the enemy's turn meter. Oh, she does revive. Okay, I'm skitzing. So it means that CLS doesn't turn meter loop super well against Leia. I should have cleansed there to get rid of the retribution. However, with confused, she's not going to be assisting anyway, so attacking out of turn anyway. So that cleaned up okay, but I really didn't know what I was going to use for the slicker. So Jabba, here I didn't know what did I use here. I'm really not sure. I think this is when I decided that I was going to use Night Sisters for Jabba, use Great Mothers, more specifically, with an attacker cron or support cron. I don't have any. Oh, I do have one attacker cron left. I think I use a support cron. Don't remember. This is a couple days ago. I really like the support cron. I said this last time, but I really like the support cron on Great Mothers. But here, I kind of wanted to get around Cassanton's taunt and get Bosch out of there. Great Mothers, I always forget you can only ignore taunts if the enemy leader is light side. Unfortunately, Jabba is not a light side character, so I have to put the doomed on Cassanton, but that's okay. I was hoping I'd get through Cassanton pretty quickly. Newsflash, I don't. This is not super convincing because I just did a gazillion damage, but I can only call Great Mothers to assist here because of Bosch, which is annoying. Here I was really hoping for an insta-kill. I was hoping to get him under 10% health, but I didn't. Also annoying. So Cassanton just holds on, and they get contract. Here I'm just putting the armor shred on. Hopefully try and get rid of him because doomed characters can't revive. So I just need to kill him, and then I can start going for everyone else. But here, didn't even need to worry about it. DTP kind of just blows everyone up, particularly Bosch. Bosch just never again. And yeah, get through them. Unfortunately, Spirit died with only 4 bombs, so I was really annoyed about that. However, Death Trooper Peridia really hits hard. So I was really worried I'd time out here, but DTP basics, 150k. Do a little cheeky little swarm, get another one going. Got Frenzy now. I'm looking at Jabba's Cron. But Death Trooper Pretty is just throwing hands, like absolutely destroying this Jabba. Put some defense pen on him, and bang, gone. So that Jabba worked out really well, all things considered. Again, lost some banners, and the downfall of this match is I just lost too many banners here and there. Here, I don't remember what I used. I think I used Adrad, and I was like, I don't really see myself beating this team, which someone in the comments might be like, what are you talking about? Your Sith Empire might be okay because of Relic Delta, which I actually, just a spoiler, I lost this counter. Are we really surprised? I cleared out Savage, but the AI just kind of were intelligent. They took everyone out in the right order, and I just didn't have the damage to get through them. So didn't work out, and I kind of gave up there. But I went back later in the day after I'd arrived at the place down the coast, and I was like, I'm bored. Let me just give it a go. And I threw Sith Empire against them, and I managed to clean them up. Only Malik and Revan survived, but what do you really expect? They're the only relic characters on the team at this point. So, yeah, it was fine. Meant I actually got it, but unfortunately, again, poor banners, and yeah, that became my downfall. Even though I got the free banners because they didn't set a third capital ship. It didn't really matter in the end. They still got 4 banners more than myself, which is a real shame. I was actually, once I saw the 5 holds on Leia, I was like, oh, you know, maybe I can make something happen, but no. Just not enough, but here I'll go through and clear this. This is pretty straightforward. Home 1 and Profundity pretty easily deal with these. I think I'd use Profundity against Tarkin because my belief was that if I can blitz down the TIE Bomber, which you'll see how that goes, but if I can blitz down the TIE Bomber really quickly, then there's not going to be an issue. Whereas with Home 1, I was worried that I wouldn't have the damage to... Paused here. Here we go. I was really worried that I wouldn't have the damage to get through the TIE Bomber, and then the whole counter would just fall apart. Because at least with Profundity, there's a decent chance you can still win even if you don't kill Bomber super quickly. But Home 1, I don't really trust it. Like, if it goes poorly, it goes really poorly. So I just thought I'd burn through this. Profundity kind of kills everything, and yeah, not even an issue. Not an issue at all. The damage on this team is crazy. And I also forgot that because the capital ship is Empire, Rogue One gets a shit ton of bonuses for my team. I decided not even to bring it in, just to save some banners. So yeah, this was always going to be a cakewalk. Not even close with the damage. Here they get a basic off, but with 300% protection up, or however much it is, that's not going to hurt me. And then I clear that out, which is easy peasy. I'll just skip ahead 30 seconds. Oh, wow. That was a quick time. Never mind, I lied. Home 1, pretty straightforward. I think this matchup's relatively easy. Don't need all the extra reinforcements. Realistically, you only bring out one reinforcement, but I am scared and bring a second one just in case. don't remember if I needed it or not. I have a feeling I didn't, or I just kind of like held off because I wanted to save banners. But yeah, unfortunately, not going to happen. And yeah, the match after this, Chimera couldn't carry me through and beat Negotiator, so which is pretty reasonable. Like my Chimera squad is all like Gear 12 and below, and just not really going to happen here. I use the AoE to get rid of Anakin because Anakin's annoying, and then call B-Wing to assist to reduce my capital ship cooldowns. Click this button twice because good damage, and hits an ability block too from memory? No, never mind. I don't remember how B-Wing works aside from get a bunch of bonus turns and win. This ability block's really annoying though. But it's okay. B-Wing does a lot of damage. This unyielding loyalty is really... Unyielding? Unending? Whatever it is. Unending loyalty, I think it is kind of annoying, but I immediately blow through it, so it's not an issue. Doesn't seem to have much survivability, this Marauder, but then suddenly all its health is back. And I pass 50% turn meter to B-Wing, who assists off itself, which doesn't happen very often, and I always forget that it can assist off itself. But it did, which meant I got cooldown decrease for my capital ship, and we take another bonus 2 turns, which is really good. Call in some assists here, blow them up. Call in another assist here, blow them up. Get a cheeky little assist here, and we're all clear. So 68's not very good with banners. I could have done the 1 reinforcement and got a couple more. This was just banner leakage. Like, I leaked a couple banners here and there that I really didn't have to, and yeah, it didn't work out. I ended up getting 1,078, sorry, and they got 1,082. So, really disappointing. Oh, I forgot to turn off. There we go. Really disappointing, but it is what it is. This next opponent I haven't actually looked at yet, but pretty doable. Character speeds. I presume Adrad's pretty quick. 336, not bad. I'm using a different mouse and it's really fucking with me. Piat Afra. Bosk is probably close to 300, 299. There you go. So yeah, this one will be a good match. I'll record that one tomorrow, except all 3 capital ships is going to suck. No Datacrons though, so that'll be an issue for tomorrow. I'll do a defense review before the match, but hey, that's cool. But yeah, Stranger R9, very excited to play with this. Yeah, ended up going last round as 1 win, 2 losses, which I kind of expected going into Kyber. I didn't expect to do I don't expect to do super well this this season of Grand Arena, but I would like to be proven wrong. I'm, I think, still 30 points out of dropping back into Erodium, so we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how this week ends up. Anyway, yeah, I'll put this one up today, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days' time. Peace.